I honestly can't believe what I'm about to say, but we have made it to the final episode of All's Fair Season 1. Don't worry, they already announced Season 2 is well on the way for a spring 2026 release. This show can't take more than a couple weeks to film. I mean, however long it takes ChatGPT to shit out a script and they can film it in a couple days. Regardless, this was very confusing. It was a roller coaster ride of events that led to this point because there were supposed to be more episodes than just 9, but they had a rushed schedule and had conflicts with some of the actresses, so they had to speed roll this thing up. Making it extra confusing was people came in the comments, tears in their eyes, and said, "Adam, sir," as they often address me, "there are more episodes coming. There's an episode 10 releasing sometime later December." False. I Googled it, and yes, it's all over the map as far as, is there another episode? Is there an episode 10? But after at least 35 seconds of due diligence, I have determined in my infinite wisdom that this is it, folks. And boy, how does it end on a cliffhanger? And I'm gonna get to all the juicy details in the final episode of All's Fair Season 1 Recrapped. If you enjoy the commentary, feel free to sub to Adam Does Movies on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcast. I'm Adam. I do the movies, and in this case, the TV series. We open with a shrink in Carrington's office. Carr is once again laying on a couch, this time her feet not over her head. Refreshing. She's cursing out the lady lawyers. Sarah Paulson has Darth Vader gloves on in this scene. Looks like she wants to choke a bitch. She's also wearing some tasteful, giant sperm earrings. The therapist, clearly fed up with her bullshit, suggests some estrogen treatments. She can have some of mine. I have a surplus right now thanks to watching this garbage for over a month. You know what? I don't think these sessions are helping her because after that was done, she opened up her little black book and underlined just 2 simple words: final revenge. I'm not honestly sure what the first couple revenges were. If it's sleeping with Kim K's husband, she didn't seem particularly disturbed by it. Granted, Kim's face never moves, so it's really hard to know what she's thinking at any given moment. Carrington pays Naomi Watts' character, Liberty, 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 a visit. They exchange a series of devilish mean girl volleys, each insult more precise than the last. Side note, Liberty appears to have dressed to match the furniture in this room, with a tasteful brown ensemble. Carr then pulls out an impressive gift, hoping to get in Liberty's good graces. It's a Princess Diana limited edition Series 1 plate. And it seems to me you lived your life like a candle in the wind. Good night, sweet Princess Di. I didn't even know plates came in editions. That's how impressive this is. Liberty, evidently easily bought by decorative plates, gets a lot more chipper with her enemy, and they start talking about the wedding outfits. It's now high tea time with the hoes. Liberty, dressed as a fancy magician, casts a spell on the table, showcasing a lovely spread. Emerald Green looks to have skinned an entire family of cheetahs to make her outfit, and no one ate a single thing at this table. Probably a few $100s worth of sandwiches and tea there, but we'll just let that go to waste like everything else. It's time for a quick fashion show at lunch. The ladies leave, get dressed in the bridesmaid's outfit, and come back looking like absolute shit. Dressed as babies from the 1920s. And they know it looks bad. They make fun of it constantly in front of poor Liberty. And you know what? They pushed her too far. She storms out of the room. It would seem Carr's plans are starting to work. The wheels are getting a bit wobbly on this train track. While all this is going on, Emerald found some time in her busy schedule to look into Liberty's future husband. Kind of an odd time to do it since the wedding's just around the river bend, Pocahontas, but she did it regardless. And you're gonna find this hard to believe if you've been watching the show, but it turns out Reggie, just like every other man, is a total piece of shit who's been lying to Liberty about his finances. He made a lot of bad deals, and he finds himself in a mountain of debt. The only good guy on this show was killed because of it, and that was Al Bundy. And it seems to me you lived your life like a candle in the wind. Liberty heads into Carr's office dressed as a Men in Black intern. They have another conversation over more tea and scones and shit. I Guess they're besties now? Oh, okay. Keep in mind, no more than a few hours ago, Liberty said right to Carr's face that she would rather be cut into little pieces than allow that woman anywhere near their firm. I guess it's true what they say. Time really does have a way of healing wounds, and these wounds only took 3 hours to heal. After she leaves, Carr opens up that black book and crosses Liberty off. Is she really gonna use a different page of this book for everything she does? What a waste! I mean, they clearly have plenty of money to burn. They're all doing very well for themselves. But why waste the pages in a revenge journal? It's time to vote in a secret ballot to see if Carr will be joining the practice. And I am on pins and fucking needles waiting for the results. Thankfully, we learn instantly that it's a 2-2 tie. The voting will commence in another 24 hours. They will reconvene and do another set of voting. Carrington now sits down for a lovely meal with Dina. Dina's dressed as Colonel Sanders, but I can assure you they will not be eating some slop KFC. Okay, I mean, I like KFC, but they're not going to be. These are classy women with classy appetites. Carr starts to pry for intel on who voted against her, and Dina doesn't beat around the bush. I didn't vote for your sorry ass, and I'll never vote for you. Because Dina understands what's happening. She thought that maybe over time, by allowing Carr to join the team, she would heal all wounds. But no, she sees right through her vindictive ways. The lies, the deceits, the manipulation, the shitty rom-com she starred in 2003 called Down with Love. We all remember Sarah Paulson. And Dina completely bodies Carr with a string of hurtful truths. In response, Carr does the mature thing, hurls a full glass of water directly in Dina's face. I half expected Glenn Close to melt right on the spot since she's 90% makeup these days, but she stayed very well composed. In fact, she even delivers the most powerful line of the episode, stating, and I quote, "A disappointment never disappoints." Chills! I got chills! They're multiplying. That's good shit right there. That's finger-licking good. Carr, now defeated, plops her skinny white ass down in a dress that looks like it came off the table setting at an Addams Family barbecue and has a hard cry. Liberty, now back with Kim, apologizes for the dreadful bridesmaid attire she had them wear. How dare she? But Kim has bigger fish to fry and is about to tell her about her future husband-to-be. But we're gonna hard cut from that scene before that gets known, and with Kim in an entirely different location, in an entirely different outfit. Now she's wearing what looks to be... I'm sorry, I'm truly at a loss for words with whatever this is. And I hate to say it, but unfortunately now it's the only way I can achieve climax. She's there to humor Carr as some information is spilled about how Dina might not have her wits about her. She even shows a series of texts that supposedly came from Dina's phone, Carr, while doing this, dressed as Beetlejuice's bride. You know what it is? Kim looks like she's coming out of a giant red tube of lipstick. There, I got there. Back with Liberty, she's now with her piece of shit fiance, and she has news for him, pulling open the laptop, and pointing to his crappy finances. Explain that, Mr. Man. At first, he's a bit defensive, trying to blame the women for having her turn on him, but she sees right through those lies. He's a man after all. They can't be trusted. And might I just add, these two are acting their asses off. Is there an Emmy around the corner for this? Maybe not. But no, the ring is off the finger, firmly on the table, and that is the end of that. Glenn Close walks down a vagina hallway to meet the team. All the ladies are present, including Carrington. They are all here on Dina's team, but they're concerned she might not be mentally fit, unstable, and could potentially hurt herself. I mean, I hurt myself every time I watch this show, and I don't have a team of strong female leads to rely on. And quite frankly, for the Adam Does Movies household, It's about time. So they start to grill her on a myriad of topics. She's naturally very defensive, like, whoa, where is this coming from? I am perfectly sound mentally. I even passed one of those cognitive tests last week. I aced it. No one's seen anything like it before. It was a perfect test. They asked me to point to the elephant on the piece of paper. I did after like 3 tries. I even had to memorize some words, and I got them all right on the first try. Person, woman, man, camera, TV, easy. The ladies are unfortunately still not convinced. Kim, who's now dressed as the human representation of an Orange Julius, slides some crippling evidence across the table. And this is where the final shoe is gonna drop as Carr brings in a witness. Esperanza's back, baby! She was the help in one of the previous episodes. And she's gonna confirm some troubling behavior. One such we actually saw play out where Dina loses her shit after her husband becomes very ill, starts smashing plates and stuff all over the kitchen floor. What we didn't see, because it didn't happen, is her choke a bitch out. Remember earlier when I said Carr wanted to do that? She probably did, as she threatened to have Esperanza's whole family deported if she doesn't play ball. Now, this is all speculation on my part. Speculation short for speculation, of course. How this ends up going, though, is far different than I expected. Dina breaks down. She says, you might be right. I don't remember signing this document. I don't remember putting out those texts. I don't remember hurting Esperanza. Dina, the last dinosaur, starts to crumble down. And this is going to be game, set, and match for Carr. The grief has fully washed over her bodice, but before she can snap back to reality, there goes gravity, in comes Detective Pikachu and a couple security guards and puts some cuffs on Dina. What? She is being accused of murdering that Cosby guy from a couple episodes ago. This is an outrage, a scandal. And the final shot of, I suppose, the season is Carr back at her little black book, crossing out the name Dina. The queen is dead. Long live the queen. And it seems to me you lived your life. Just want to point out that she once again used an entirely different piece of paper for the one name. This woman's evil truly knows no bounds. And ladies and germs, that is it for season 1 of All's Fair. I think it's over. We're leaving on a lot of cliffhangers. Did Dina really do all the things she's being accused of? Will Emerald Green evolve into another Pokemon type next season? Hopefully another evolution if you've been watching this season. She's done a few. Will Liberty get back with that fiance at some point, forgive and forget? And will she be embraced fully for her British culture? Will Chase ever be able to recover and win Kim back once and for all? So much to cover, and that was just the tip of the dick. I really hope you enjoyed my All's Fair recap videos. Don't bail on me now, though. There's plenty of movies to discuss in the future, and if you enjoy this, I can assure you there's plenty more to enjoy on the show. Adam Does Movies on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Hit that subscribe, like the video, share it with your mom. I'm sure she'd really love the conversation as well. And hopefully I see you for future videos. And don't worry, All's Fair has been renewed for season 2. And that means the recaps will be renewed as well. All right, that's all I got for you. Hopefully I see you next time. Take care. Hey, thanks for watching the video and sticking around to the end. If you enjoy what I do here, maybe think of becoming a patron at patreon.com/AdamDoesMovies. It would be a perfect time to join too, because I'm having a 30% off Cyber Monday through wherever I decide to take it. Join right now and you get that awesome benefit like these folks over here. And again, if you strike while the iron's hot, the discount will be applied. All right, hopefully I see you next time. Take care.